I've done quite a few silent meditation retreats over the years. Probably 12 years ago was the first time I ever thought a silent meditation retreat would be a good idea. I went to the desert for 3 days. It was, at the time, to me, it was an insane thing to do. I'd never done anything like it. It was mostly a miserable experience of me failing to maintain concentration, of just trying and failing over and over for 3 days to meditate. A lot of self-judgment around, oh my God, I'm in the desert with all these fucking hippies. I'm from Philly. I'm on a meditation retreat. What the happened to you? And it sucked. But I couldn't deny that when I came back to my life after the very short retreat, there was space where formerly there was just reactivity. There was more space. It wasn't like my life was totally different, but there was a subtle shift in my perception that I couldn't deny. And that shift catalyzed me to keep exploring this. So I went on a 5-day retreat, 7-day retreat, went on a 4-week silent retreat. And as the years have passed, I've gone on, at least a couple retreats a year, every year. And I can remember working in the gym years ago and telling my clients, some of my clients, okay, I'm going to be out of town next week because I'm going on a retreat. And they would always say, oh, you're so lucky. I wish I had that kind of time. And in my head, I would think, you do have that kind of time, number one. And number two, a meditation retreat's not a spa day. It's not really relaxing at all. It's like a battle, It can be like a battle. At some point, you realize that you got to give up and you stop fighting, but it's not really relaxing. I mean, can you imagine? Do you think it would be relaxing to have 7 days where you don't talk or even make eye contact with somebody and you're just sitting with your own mind? I've always had a bit of a beef with the phrase retreat because it implies a surrender, a stepping back, almost a giving up. But I've come to view the practice as really an advance. It's a meditation advance. In a world, in a culture, in a modern era where we are encouraged at every turn to distract ourselves from ourselves, to run away from ourselves. The meditation retreat is a direct confrontation with you. Nowhere to hide. So I really feel like it's the warrior's work. So the last thing I'll say is imagine that you have a full human life and you live to be 80, 90 years old. Is it that insane to take 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month to just sit quietly, knowing that the insights that you have in that period of time could radically alter the course of the rest of your life? To me, some people think a silent retreat is a bit insane. Honestly, I think it's insane to never do one.